Nextech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Nextech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building, when it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K-Lawn, Kirk Maska and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948, 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor, The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements. Adams, Brown, Barrett, and Ball. Your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Hertz Rent-A-Car. Bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal and RM Custom Metals. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure, Roof Masters is who you're looking for. Nextech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Nextech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building, when it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K-Lawn, Kirk Maska and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948, 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
After rolling to a sub-state championship last week, the TMP-Marian Monarchs make their 27th appearance in a state tournament and their third in the last 4 years as they travel to Hugoton this afternoon for the 3A state quarterfinal matchup with the Hugoton Eagles. A good Tuesday evening as we welcome you into Hugoton High School along with studio producer and engineer Rachel Fox at the KHAZ studios and our Hayes Post digital producer and engineer Jayden Mount. I'm Jonathan Swigert here on 99.5 KHAZ and the Monarchs Sports Network. The TMP boys enter this week's state tournament riding an 11-game winning streak and are 20-4 on the season. Last week, they clinched the 3A Norton Sub-State Championship, winning all 3 games by an average of 21 points. That included that 17-point win over the number 2 seed Minneapolis on Saturday. Because of the changes to this year's state tournament due to COVID, the Monarchs opened the state tournament on the road in Hugoton against the Eagles instead of in Hutchinson. Hugoton won their Larned Sub-State last week, beating a pair of state-ranked teams on their way to that Sub-State title. That included their second win in 2 weeks over the top-ranked team in the 3A coaches rankings, the Lakin Bronx. The Eagles have won 21 straight games coming into tonight's matchup. Just 13 weeks ago, the Eagles would suffer their only 2 losses of the season. It was the first game of the season to Hayes High, and then the second game of the season to TMP at Hayes High School in the Hayes City Shootout. Since then, they've rattled off 21 straight victories and get a matchup here in the quarterfinals against the Monarchs. Hugoton makes their 6th all-time tournament appearance, looking for their first tournament win since 2016. Meanwhile, as I mentioned, TMP making their 27th overall appearance in program history, looking for their first win in the tournament since 2009. That was that upset over the top seed Mar Hill on their way to a 4th place finish. Let's take a quick timeout. When we come back on our Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show, we'll get a chance to hear from Coach Bill Mayer on the Redeem Designs Road to a Championship of the Monarch Sports Network, powered by Hermit Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K-Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
This is the Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show.
Let's get the thoughts of the coach. This chat with the coach is brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in the Northridge Plaza and online at CompareMyCoverage.com.
More of our pregame show from Hugoton. We're joined now by Coach Bill Mayer. His thoughts brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker. And Coach, we start with congratulations. The group getting back to state for a second time in 3 years. Obviously coming through a good Norton sub-state, but it's got to be feel good to be back here.
Absolutely. It's always excited, and the big part of it is just getting to practice another week and get to play more games and stuff. And so really excited for our guys. They worked really, really hard to try to get in this position, and so just excited to see if we can keep it going.
We'll talk about Hugoton and kind of the interesting situation here in just a moment, but to come through that sub-state, you knew it was going to be a challenge facing a team in Phillipsburg you've seen before, obviously in the first round at Beloit a year ago. You met him in the final, so you were really familiar with those two, and then you get Minneapolis in the final, which Minneapolis has been ranked all year long, really good team, and so that's a tough test of a sub-state.
Absolutely, and I think everybody thinks their sub-state is the toughest, but I thought that with the familiarity of a couple of those, there was some difficulty there, and just again, real proud of the guys to put their heads down, especially in that third quarter of our last game, to just kind of will themselves into this opportunity. And so, again, just excited for the guys.
Yeah, you talk about the third quarter. It did feel like that guys were really able to kind of put it together and pull away and get that lead to where you felt comfortable, and obviously never feel comfortable, but just much more, just felt better about it.
Absolutely, and we've been a third quarter team all season long, and so it's one of those that as a coach you ought to be expecting it and get comfortable with it, but it never feels that way. And so I kind of felt our energy shift as we started accelerating through that third quarter, but until the final buzzer blows, you're never going to be comfortable.
Obviously, guys stood out all over the place. Dylan Worth inside, he really answered the call of those last 3 sub-state games in which you guys were able to get him going, and even dealing with some foul trouble, he was still able to overcome that. Felt like he was a real key part of that.
Absolutely, and that's what's cool about this team too. You mentioned Dylan, but the first game we're missing Jackson, and Lucas is the guy that steps up along with Dylan, and then we kind of have everybody in the middle game, and then I thought Dylan really kind of took care of the end of that game, and so it's really a cool team effort, and that's what you got to like about this team.
And I know those two seniors, Jackson and Lucas, have seemed like really, especially in the last couple of games, where they've been called upon, that they have really stepped up, and it's been neat to see what they've been able to do.
Absolutely, and I think that they're the guys that are the leaders, but you also got to look at even some of our seniors like Trent comes off the bench, and we need 2 minutes of just excellent play from him in the Phillipsburg game, and we may not get out of that if he doesn't come in and do that. And so and the guys that sit and practice and battle and give these guys really good looks all the time, it's really 12 guys that want to win together and do their part, and that's what's exciting and fun about it.
It's got a matchup here with Hugoton. Obviously, this is a team you guys played in the Hayes City Shootout. It's been a long time, two different teams, but what do you expect to see from them this time around, and what have you seen from them?
Well, Hugoton's a really, really good team. And the first time, they had just come off of COVID, had barely kind of gotten some practices down. So I don't know that we can say too much after that first game. At the same way, I'd also like to think that our guys have gotten a lot better as the season went on. And we've talked a little bit about how maybe we weren't playing real great basketball in the MCL tournament, and I thought our guys have kind of really improved themselves. And so, I think this is a great first round of state game. I think you're going to see two really good teams go at it and battle, play very similar styles as far as just the effort level and the intensity. And I think for high school, it's going to be a great high school game.
It's different, obviously, with the COVID situation and the state deciding to go with the first round home games at the higher seed. It takes away a little bit for the glitz and the glam of, getting to go back to Hutch, which is awesome. And so then it also changes preparation. And so first off, how do you guys prepare here today as you get ready for this?
Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor. The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount Siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements.
More of our Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show from the opening round of the 3A State Boys Basketball Tournament at Hugoton High School. The Bill Murray pregame show interview brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker. You can save when you insure both your home and auto with Shelter. See a Shelter Agent Dustin Shoemaker for the details. We count down to the first possession of the game between TMP and Hugoton in this quarterfinal matchup. School activities teach students discipline, teamwork, and dedication while providing them with structured, supervised learning activities. Encourage your son and daughter to participate in School activities. Participation opens the door to a lifetime of enjoyment and excitement. The Kansas State High School Activities Association, Eagle Radio, and Hays Post encourage you to make activities and academics curriculum partners. Time for us now to take a look at the 3A state tournament bracket, and then we'll take a look around the Mid-Continent League, all brought to you by HaysPost.com. As we said before, because of COVID, the state electing to pair the sub-state championships in the state quarterfinals and have the higher seed and the team with the better winning percentage host in the first round. That is why TMP is on the road today to take on Hugoton instead of at Hutchinson in that first round matchup. As loaded as this 3A boys state tournament is, though, it almost ended up as though it seeded itself, as it were, in the past few years. Heston is 20-1. They would be the top seed if we were going to seed this thing out 1 through 8. And TMP at 20-4, believe it or not, would actually be the 8th seed. Instead, TMP gets Hugoton, who is 21-2. Heston matches up with Wichita Trinity, but again, it basically flipped to where TMP would have faced Heston, and depending on the tiebreakers, Hugoton would have probably faced Wichita Trinity. So it really kind of evens itself out where the top 2 teams are facing the teams with the 2 worst records heading into the state tournament. And again, you look at 18-3 Wichita Trinity and 20-4 TMP would be the bottom 2 seeds at the 7 and 8 seeds respectively if we seeded it out like we had in prior years. The other 2 games, by the way, tonight has 21-2 Rock Creek hosting 20-3 Royal Valley, and then 21-2 Galena playing host to 20-3 Wellsville. That's a quick look at the bracket. We'll hope to continue taking a look at some of those scores as we move along throughout the day. All of them tipping at 6 o'clock tonight, so we should be able to get you some 3A state quarterfinal scores. Real quickly, time for us now to take a look around the Mid-Continent League, and as the year goes on and the state tournaments begin to wind down, that means fewer and fewer Mid-Continent League teams are still alive. And first off, we take a look at yesterday. The 2A boys state tournament saw the top seed and the number 1 ranked Hoxie Indians beat Sterling in Colby at the community building 47-31. So Hoxie's on to the state semifinals of the 2A state tournament. Yesterday in 3A girls action, it was these Hugoton Eagles on their home floor here in Hugoton beating the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 52-47. So Hugoton on the girls side advances. Phillipsburg finishes their season for the girls as a state qualifier for the 2nd year in a row. Remember, their program had never qualified for the state tournament until a year ago, and now they get first-round exits in each of the last 2 years. Also, quickly, just an update of sorts on a former Mid-Continent League school. Osborne falls on the girls' side at 1A Division I to the Hodgman County girls. That was a 53-41 win yesterday in the 1A Division I girls tournament. And then for the only MCL team other than TMP in action today, it is the Stockton Tiger Boys as they are taking on Ness City in Ness City today. That's part of that 1A Division I state tournament. So congratulations again to Stockton, who again gets beat up by a lot of the bigger schools and then goes and makes hay at the state tournament. So in their sub-state. So hopefully they can continue on as they take on Ness City. That's part of our Mid-Continent League look around the Mid-Continent League, and also look at the 3A brackets, and the boys get set for their state quarterfinals today. Our look around the MCL brought to you by HaysPost.com. There you'll find stories, highlights, coaches' comments, and scores from around the area after our game at HaysPost.com. Of course, the other game we're keeping an eye on for of note is Topeka West on the road at Hays High tonight. The Hays High Indians still unbeaten on the season, and if it were to be seeded out, Hays High would have been the top seed, and so they get a very tough matchup in the first round against Topeka West. So we'll try and keep you a bridge to that score as we move along here, a prize to that score as we move along here. So again, that's been a look around the Mid-Continent League. We'll take another timeout. When we come back, we'll take a look at these Hugoton Eagles as we count down to the opening possession of this matchup from Hugoton High School. It's the Monarch Sports Network and Redeem Designs Road to a Championship on 99.5 KHAZ and at HaysPost.com.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K-Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
Our pregame show serving you from 609 East 8th Street. They've got clean, high-quality vehicles with many options. If you need more room for a family vacation or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for your next business trip, call 785-623-4116 for your reservation. It's the Monarchs and the Hugoton Eagles in the quarterfinal matchup of the 3A Boys State Tournament. We just took a look around the bracket and a look at the Mid-Continent League. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Hugoton Eagles real quickly. They come in at 21-2. As I mentioned earlier, they've won 21 straight games after a 6-0 finish in the Greater Western Activities Association. And again, their only two losses all season long were to Hayes High and TMP in the opening round of the Hayes City Shootout. That was a fantastic matchup for the second game of the year. TMP would outlast Hugoton 62-59. Jackson Schulte with 24 points. Bryce Seib chipped in 9 for TMP. Meanwhile, Hugoton was led by Jace Kors, the 6'3 senior who had 14 before he fouled out of the contest. They are looking to get back to the Hutchinson and the semifinals for the first time since 2016. That was when they finished runner-up in 4A Division II. They would beat Anderson County, but then finish second to Wichita Collegiate. They are led by head coach C.J. Korf in his 6th season as head coach of the Hugoton Eagles. They're coming off of a win in the Larned Substate over Lakin. They beat host Larned, state-ranked Hoisington, and state-ranked Lincoln. Lakin, they are 4-0 this year against ranked teams. That includes 2 wins over Lakin, that win over Hoisington as well. They were briefly ranked for a part of the season, but then ended up dropping out of the rankings at some point throughout the year. They're back in it now at 5th in Class 3A. So that's a quick look at the Hugoton Eagles. We're still a couple of moments away here from the start of this one. In our opening possession, we'll get you a look at the starting lineups, and then we'll also get the opening possession after this on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor. The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount Siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title, take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements.
And our national anthem welcomes you back into Hugoton High School as we are going to run through the starting lineups, and both teams will get recognized here before we get started. Jonathan Seigert along with our studio producer and engineer Rachel Fox, the KHAZ studios, Jaden Mount, our Hayes Post producer and engineer. So they're going to run through both the non-starters and also then the starters on the floor. So we've got a little bit more time here before we get this one started. We'll run through the starting lineups for both clubs as we get you set here for this matchup. So we'll start with the Hugoton Eagles. The Eagles will start with Wyatt Angel. He's a 6'1 senior. He'll be joined in the starting lineup by Sawyer Harper, the 6'1 senior. Hayden Dayharsh is a 6'1 senior. Jace Korf is the 6'3 senior. And then Cade Mecklenburg is the final starter, the 6'4 junior. Meanwhile, for TMP, they will go with their normal starting five of the senior Lucas Lang. He's a 5'10 senior. Jace Wentling is the 5'11 junior, joined in that starting lineup by 6'1 junior Jace Wentling. Bryce Saab, the 5'11 junior. Jackson Schulte, the 6'1 senior. And then Dylan Worth is the 6'6 sophomore. Coach Bill Mayer, in his third season as head coach of the Monarchs, Coach Mayer went over 50 wins. He got his 50th career win in that sub-state win there over Beloit. Meanwhile, Hugoton comes in with their coach CJ Korf in his 6th season. So the Monarchs will be in their road blue uniforms as the road team. Of course, they've been in those road blues. It seems like a lot this year as Road Warriors. The white numbers trimmed in gray. Meanwhile, Hugoton will be the home team in their home white uniforms. The blue numbers trimmed in red. That's our uniform update. It's brought to you by Phase 2. As Phase 2 brings you our uniform update each and every time from business polos to team gear. Your first choice should be Phase 2. Screen printing and embroidery with no minimum order, plus a quick turnaround time. Phase 2 screen printing and embroidery just fine on 22nd Street next to Big D's Rental in Hayes. It is the 3A state quarterfinals as the Monarchs come in at 20-4, taking on the Hugoton Eagles are 21-2. Earlier this year, TMP got that 60-39 victory. It's the second meeting since 2005 between these two teams. As I mentioned before, it is the 6th trip to the state tournament for the Hugoton Eagles. The last time was back in 2017. They would lose in the first round in Southeast to Saline, and they are 2-4 all-time in first-round games. I have to go back to 2016, in which they picked up their last win. That was a member of 4A Division II, in which they would beat Anderson County on their way to a runner-up finish in Class 4A Division II. Meanwhile, TMP, of course, this is their third trip to the state tournament in the last 4 years. You go back to 2019, in which they finished 4th. They knocked off the top seed Mar Hill and then would finish 4th. They are making their 27th overall appearance at the state tournament throughout program history. That dates all the way back to 1928. And for the Monarchs, they are 14-12 in first-round games, but they've won 7 of their last 11 first-round games. That goes back to 1985. So it should be a good one here. Monarchs and the Eagles. TMP will sit down to our left. Well, actually, both teams sit down to our left. We kind of sit in the corner of the gym here at Hugoton High School, but the Monarchs are down, far down to our left. Hugoton right down below us as we sit in the corner here. TMP will shoot in front of us here in the first half, and they will start with the basketballs. Lucas Lang has it off to the left side. The Monarchs, a team that averages more than 63 points a game. Here's a quick trigger three that's good on the right side for Jackson Schulte as he'll put TMP on top 3-0. Schulte coming in, having played really well over the last handful of games in which he scored in double figures. In fact, in 22 of 23 games played for him this year, but put up 20 in that win over Minneapolis the last time out. Other end, putting up the tough runner is Sawyer Harper to make it 3-2. He was able to spin into the lane and get that bucket to go. Harper, nice start to the contest for the Hugoton Eagles. They'll work down in front of us with a 3-2 TMP lead. Monarchs shoot in front of us here on this first half. Lang off a screen, we'll get it to Schulte. Jackson, little hesitation, not a side with it. Bryce will kick it right side for Wentling. Jace gets to the free throw line. Here's Lang, straight on for 3. That'll skip off, no good. And Sawyer Harper down with a rebound. So the Monarchs go 1 of 2 from deep early. This is a team that shoots over 37% from 3. Those two have made more than 150 combined threes on the season. Left side, Korf with a long 2 on the crossover, and it is 4-2. So Jace Korf gets in the action with his first field goal. Other side, Schulte buries his second three. The Monarchs in transition take a 6-4 lead as Schulte answers right back on his second first quarter three. Angel trying to answer back, he can't quite do it as it'll skip off with a rebound down to Jace Willing. Monarchs lead 6-4 in the opening quarterfinal matchup. Schulte feeling it again for three. No, this will skip off the iron, and it goes out of bounds down below us, just to the right of the Hugoton bench. As TMP starts the ball game, 2 of 4 from the floor, both of them three-pointers from Jackson Schulte. And the Monarchs lead 6-4. Closing on 6:15 to go first quarter. Sawyer Harper drives and draws a foul. Harper's got the first 2 field goals of the game for the Hugoton Eagles, tying the ball game, or rather, he's got his first 2 as Harper got a chance at a three-point play here. Korf has the other one. Sawyer Harper will go to the free throw line. Try to convert this three-point play. Game tied at 6. The free throw too short. And Dylan Worth down with a TMP rebound. Up the floor, outlet left side. Lang looks for Worth. Worth had it knocked away. Got it back on the left low block. Up and under. Can't quite finish with some contact and fight for it. Whitling has it taken away by Harper. And up the floor on that left side. Hugoton with it. They'll skip it to Korf. Off to the left wing, guarded by Schulte. And now they'll switch. Harper straight on for three, left it short, and Worth rips down his second rebound, and then Whitling wasn't ready for the outlet pass, and it'll be a TMP turnover. Worth with the outlet, and Jace wasn't ready for it. He had turned his back and started to come back the other way. The 6'5" junior Gavin Williams will check in for the first time for Hugoton. They also bring Riley Riddlesparker, the 6'1" senior, into the contest. Riddlesparker has it right side. They'll get it off to Hayden Dayharsh. Dayharsh had a good game against TMP. He was a thorn in their side. Angel will drive, kick it for Riddlesparker. Good closeout, can't shoot it. They'll get into the lane this time over Whitling and score it on the floater. Dayharsh with his first field goal. It's 8-6 on 4 straight for the Hugoton Eagles. Now Lang drives, leaves it for Worth. Little hook shot, left it short. Rebound tipped in the hands of Lucas. Lang will go up and score it, tied at 8. Lang able to get that offensive rebound, keep the Monarchs in it, as Lang will get his first field goal. So good hustle on the boards for TMP. With 5:10 to go here in this first quarter. Game tied at 8. 3A state quarterfinal matchup. Riddlesparker off a screen for 3. This is off the heel. Rebound tipped on the right side. It'll be tracked down by Wyatt Angel, and a fresh chance for the Hugoton Eagles. Inside, Dayharsh missed the shot, and Worth already has his 3rd rebound of the contest as he was able to track that down. Up the floor, TMP and Hugoton tied at 8. Schulte's got a pair of early threes, gives it up. Lang with it, picked up his dribble, lobs it inside. Worth, tough catch right side and scores it. Worth able to get it to go inside for TMP. His first field goal of the contest. Just lob it inside on that right side, and Worth is able to score it. TMP takes a 10-8 lead. Riddlesparker off a screen, knocks down the jumper from just inside the top of the arc. Hugoton's missed just one, as Riddlesparker able to get that one to go. It's his first field goal. Tied at 10. Lang into the lane, going to draw the blocking foul on Wyatt Angel. It's the 6th on Angel. Dayharsh will check out of the game. Sawyer Harper returns for Hugoton. TMP with the same 5 out there that started the ball game. Schulte hands off, then gets the inbounds and swishes home his 3rd 3 of the first half. He threw it in, got it right back from Worth, and swished it home. 13-10 on the Jackson Schulte 3. TMP leads by 3. It's already the 3rd first half 3. As here's an answer for Riddlesparker. So Riddlesparker now with 5 in the contest as he answers right back as they trade 3-point buckets in the game, tied at 13. Whitling on a pass for TMP will drive in, a little contact and kisses it off the glass. Whitling took it right into the heart of the defense. It's 15-13 as Jace Whitling got it to go. These two teams going right back and forth. TMP's made 4 straight field goals and 6 of their first 10. Riddlesparker will hand it for Sawyer Harper. Will rifle it right side. Angel dumps it into the post. It's Williams looking to work on Worth, turns around and draws the foul on Dylan Worth. Worth is going to have to try and stay out of foul trouble. He's huge in this contest because of his size at 6'6". Already seen him. So he picks up his first foul. Already see him with 3 rebounds. As to the free throw line for the first time is Gavin Williams, and the junior misses. 13. TMP with that 2-point lead. Cade Harris will check in for the first time for TMP. That bucket by Whitling a moment ago gave TMP that 2-point lead. Second free throw, nothing but net for Williams. On a rainbow free throw that didn't touch anything but net, and TMP's lead is 1 at 15-14. Williams will check out. They bring Cade Mecklenburg, the junior, back into the contest. Gavin Unrein in for the first time for TMP as well. We're trying to post up, got it knocked away, then got it back, then has it swatted by Harper, but right into the hands of Lucas Lang, and an offensive rebound for TMP. Driving his Harris. Cade got all the way to the bucket, missed the shot. Rebound knocked away by Worth into the hands of Cade Harris. Cade can't bank it home, and then the rebound cleared out of there, and we're going to get a turnover on an offensive foul. Called on a push inside on Mecklenburg, battling for that rebound. TMP had a couple of really good looks as Harris was able to come away with that loose basketball, but couldn't quite score it inside. Monarchs will get it into Schulte. Again, this right corner three, missed it. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Harper tries to save it off of Harris, but he's out of bounds, and it'll be TMP basketball. Harper went all the way in front of the TMP student section down to our right to save that one, but unfortunately couldn't quite corral it. TMP had made 4 straight, now they missed 4 in a row. Lang will check out. Bryce Cyber turns to the TMP lineup. They quickly get it into Worth, who can't score it. It just spun out. He was open, but good defense by Sawyer Harper, who pulls down the rebound. Worth had that one spin out. TMP leads by 1, 15-14. Harper, the other side, banks it home with a floater. He got free and was able to hang into the air and bank it. Harper was 6 in the contest. Harper had a really good start to the game when TMP played Hugoton in that Hay City shootout, and now nearly a turnover by TMP as it's knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Monarchs. A bucket by Sawyer Harper a moment ago put the Eagles on top by 1 at 16-15. 2:27 to play here in this opening quarter. Hugoton will bring back into the ball game Carson Bennett. Also, Dehar comes back into the ball game. Gavin Unrein drives. He'll go inside and spin it home on the right side. 17-16 as Gavin Unrein was able to knife in to get his first field goal of the contest. Took it right into the middle of that defense, and he had a little bit of space. We've seen TMP find some success attacking off the dribble. There's a Korf step back crossover 3, left it short. Rebound down to Cade Harris, and Cade's going to be fouled by Deharsh. Oh no, they say that Cade stepped out of bounds. Timeout taken by Hugoton.
30-second timeout, Eagles.
Like Cade was on the boundary over there. That, of course, down from us, so it's hard for us to see. Deharsh reached in, but Harris was out of bounds on the rebound. TMP Athletics brought to you in part in this one by Next Tech, Midwest Energy, Gibbs Auto Supply, Steel Fabrications, Heartland Building Center, and Discount Siding. Game was a back and forth start. We were tied at 6, tied at 8, tied at 10, tied at 13. TMP on a Whitling bucket would lead 15-13. 3 quick points by Hugoton would give them a 1-point lead at 16-15. That Unrein field goal a moment ago put TMP on top with just under 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. As here's a pass knocked away. TMP leads 17-16, and now Schulte's open, left side, hesitates, got by Harper, drives in with a little contact, and the floater won't stay down as it tipped off the rim and just would not go down. It's a rebound cleared out of there by Carson Bennett. As Bennett rips down his second first half rebound. Deharsh rifles it inside. Korf, turnaround jumper, no good off the glass. Rebound tipped into the hands of Cade Harris. Harris up the floor, left side for Schulte. Jackson waits for it, thought about a 3. Good closeout by Harper. Harper guards Schulte. Now Whitling with a crossover, goes in, draws some contact, and scores with a chance at a 3-point play. He got bodied up by Mecklenburg inside. He'll pick up his second as Whitling with 4 already here in this first quarter. 19-16, TMP leads by 3, largest lead for either team. That bucket will bring Mecklenburg out of the ball game. And Whitling to the free throw line to try and convert the 3-point play, and he does. Jace with 5, he was held scoreless in that win over Minneapolis. Dayharsh has some room. He'll go down. Can't bank it home right side. Whitling down with a rebound. TMP with numbers. Inside up the floor. Bryce bounce pass for Lang and had it knocked away. Just made the decision just a little bit too late. And it's a TMP turnover. And back the other way comes the Hugoton Eagles. Bennett drives in on Harris. Dumps it for Dayharsh. Dribbled it off his foot. Turnover Hugoton. It's their second of the first quarter. Unrein. Touch pass. He'll go to Lang. Bangs into the defender. They let him play through it. And the rebound down to Jace Korf. Korf with his first rebound of the contest. 44 seconds to go, first quarter. TMP leads by 4. Pass inside. Harper scores it to the rim over Harris, and it's 20-18. On the bucket by Harper inside. Harper's having a good game. He's got 8. He took it right at the rim and was able to score it. Now under 30 seconds to play. Here in this first quarter, Lang off a handoff. Bounce pass is taken away. Bennett just took it away from Lang. Now up the floor is Harper with it. They can tie it or take the lead with the 3. TMP has 4 turnovers. Korf takes a peek at the clock with 9. Now he'll give it off to Wyatt Angel with it. With 6 seconds. TMP leads 20-18. Angel will put it on the deck, kick it right side. Bennett for 3 in the lead. Yep. And that's how they go to the second quarter. Bennett drills the 3 as Bennett gives Hugoton a lead through 1 quarter of action, 21-20. A back and forth affair so far. TMP trails by 1. We head to the second quarter. The Redeemed Designs Road to a Championship. The Monarch Sports Network powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building, when it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K. Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948, 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
Monarchs trail now, 21-20. They had a scoreboard malfunction as we get ready to start the second quarter of action, but we are ready to go. And you got an Eagles who got that Carson Bennett 3 at the end of the first quarter. We'll start this second quarter with a basketball. Dayharsh working against Worth, spins into the lane, tried to start to back him down. Instead finds Korf inside, and he puts up the floater and scores it over Lang. Korf with 4 now in the contest, and the lead grows to 4. Hugoton matching the largest lead of the game now at 20. Make it 3. Here's a top 3 to tie it for Schulte. It'll rim off. It's 23-20 after the bucket inside by Korf, and Schulte can't quite get that one to go for TMP. 7.5 to go. Monarchs in that opening quarter led by 4 at one point. Sawyer Harper will go in and score. And now it's 25-20. 2 straight field goals. TMP answering with Schulte at the other end. Harper in the double figures already with 10, but Schulte answers right back. It's 25-22 on a dribble drive as Schulte now with 11 in the contest. As he leads all scorers at 3. First quarter threes, right side. Harper kick out 3. This is too strong off the heel. Rebound down to Bryce side. The side will look to run for TMP. Bounce pass for Lang, knocked out of bounds on Dayharsh. Good job by Dayharsh to knock that ball out of bounds. Following the missed jumper and the TMP fast break opportunity. Under 7 minutes to go in this opening half. TMP trails by 3, 25-22. Trailed by 5 a moment ago at 25-20 on that quick little 4-0 spurt to start this second quarter. Monarchs will lob it into Worth, who goes up and scores it. Worth with 4 in the contest, 25-24. They just lob it up to the 6'6 sophomore. He goes and gets it and puts it in over the top of everybody else. With 6:45 and counting. And now Harper has it knocked away, then got it back. And they're going to call a foul on the floor. Gavin Unrein, who had just checked back in for TMP, was guarding Harper in the post. And they'll call Schulte for the foul, trying to dig down on Sawyer Harper. Harper, who has 10 in the contest to lead the way for Hugoton, draws that foul. It's the third on TMP. Right side, Angel thought about the three. DeHarsh with it with 6.5 to go. DeHarsh will drive inside. Good defense by Worth to force the tough jumper. Trying to get a little bit of space with that elbow, and he left it short. And Worth already has 5 first-half rebounds. Monarchs with Lang, hands it for Bryce Seib. Seib kicks it for Unrein. Gavin on the right side. Drives, finds Lang with it. Now it's Seib with it. Bryce, little hesitation, got inside, and Bryce is going to draw the foul. Good headsy move by Bryce Seib. With that little hesitation, he was able to draw the foul. So the Monarchs have some success with that. Harper kind of over-aggressively closed out, and that allowed Seib to attack on the dribble. And Bryce's free throw is good. Seib with his first point. He had an 8 in that win over Minneapolis, and we're tied at 25. Second one is good as well, and TMP retakes the lead at 26-25 on a pair of Bryce Seib free throws. Hugoton with Harper with it. Harper's got a head of steam. Bounce pass thrown away. Lang with the steal. Lucas out in front of the crowd trying to outrun everybody. Will go in and score it with the left hand. The Monarchs with a nice little run here. It's an 8-0 run. They lead 28-25 as Lang comes up with a steal and a layup. Lang now with 4 in the contest. Posting up is Harper on Unrein. Too strong. He tipped it out. And now Seib and Harper fell down. That allows DeHarsh for a 3. He left it short. Harper again keeps it alive, tipping it away from Unrein. Then turned his back and slammed into Unrein. He'll get it back as he lost it. Unrein then takes it over the top of Sawyer Harper. That's a battle inside. That's a couple of really physical guys going back and forth at it. And this time Unrein able to get that rebound for TMP. They lead by 3 at 28-25. Unrein. Swing it right side. Worth, good catch. He'll go in and lay it home. They tried to front him. Worth was able to score it. 6 for Dillon. It's 30-25. So Monarchs force-feed inside of the 6'6" sophomore Dillon Worth. He had back-to-back 20-point games to start the Norton 3A sub-state. Finished with 17 in the win over Minneapolis. TMP leads by 5. Here's a kick-out Angel 3 that quiets the TMP student section just a little bit. And we get a timeout taken by Hugoton. Wyatt Angel knocks down his first field goal of the game. That was a big shot. TMP was leading by their largest margin at 5 at 30-25. And that 3 by Angel pulls them back within 2 at 30-28. Coach Korf gets that timeout to talk things over. Back and forth affair so far. Both teams have led now by 5 here in the second quarter. Hugoton finished the first quarter, started the second quarter on a 9-0 run to lead 25-20. Then the TMP-Marian Monarchs answered with a 10-0 run to lead 30-25. And that bucket a moment ago by Wyatt Angel puts it into that 10-0 run for TMP. It comes at the 4:43 mark rather here in this first half now. TMP with Harris back out there for the Monarchs. Riddlesberger returns to the lineup for Hugoton. Lang on a pass to Schulte. Right side, it's Worth again. This time he'll go in and score to the left low block. Rather, it's Worth who scores it. 8 in the game for Dillon Worth, 32-28. Worth has got the last 4 for TMP. The 6'6" size has given Hugoton all sorts of problems so far. Korf kicks it for DeHarsh left side. He's guarded by Worth, trying to spread it out and pull Worth out around the 3-point arc. Forced him to pick up his dribble. They'll hand it for Riddlesberger. Right out of Korf with it. Korf guarded by Schulte, gives it up to DeHarsh. DeHarsh drives inside. Is a block by Unrein. Korf got it back and will score it on a foul, or rather missed the shot, but he drew the foul on Schulte. He did miss the putback attempt. That'll be the second on Jackson. So to the free throw line goes Jace Korf, who had a couple of field goals here before this free throw opportunity, and he rattles it home. 5 in the game for Jace Korf, 32-29. Gavin Williams, the 6'5" junior, checks back into the ballgame for Hugoton. He replaces Carson Bennett, the sophomore, and the free throw is good. 32-30. After 2 court free throws, TMP's lead is down to just 2. Harris, the sophomore, running the point left side for Lang. Finds Seib with it. So Monarchs Trying again, dump it inside for Worth. Had it knocked away, and it's last touched by Worth. Worth trying to haul that pass in. Had it knocked away. Angel and company inside was able to force the 5th TMP turnover. Happened right in front of the student section for TMP. They disagreed. Right side, Angel on a long jumper. He left it short, and the rebound carries into the hands of Worth. Dillon already has 6 rebounds here in the first half for TMP. Monarchs with Schulte picking up that second foul, checks out, and Seib running the point now for TMP. Lang dumps it inside for Worth against the double team. Had it knocked away, gets it back, and it's fouled inside. They're fronting with their big, and it's Gavin Williams this time, and then getting help from over the top. And they call it on Riddlesberger. It's his first. Worth will go to the free throw line for the first time. And the Worth free throw is short. On a 55% free throw shooter, that's been on a steady decline just a little bit. So shoot one more. Second free throw is going to rattle off, and Sawyer Harper has 5 first half rebounds. 3:18 and counting here in this second quarter. TMP's lead is 2 at 32-30. Left side, Angel is going to draw the foul on the drive. You call a push on Cade Harris. That'll be on Harris. Good defense by Cade. It'll be the first foul on the sophomore Harris, and it's the 15th foul on TMP. Angel looking to get it in. He'll lob it over the top for Harper, who banks it home. Sawyer Harper has 12 in the first half, game tied at 32. Just lob it up there, and he goes and gets it on the inbounds. Seib will direct traffic now out near the giant Hugoton logo. High post, they get it to pass from Unrein right side for Cade Harris. This one too strong, and Angel will pull down the rebound. Harris had a pretty good look at it. That ends a streak of 4 straight makes for TMP. Riddlesberger, he's going to try his hand at a 3. It'll skip off. Backside rebound down to Harper. Harper goes in as a block by Worth and poked it into the open floor. He picked it up. Side tried to save it off of him, and instead Harper comes up with it. He'll kick it right side for a 3 by Riddlesberger. That'll carry him off. Rebound down to Harris. Harris finds Seib. Seib up the floor. Here's a kick out Lang 3 that'll skip off. Rebound is going to carry him into the hands of Wyatt Angel. TMP again with a good look. They've missed their last three-point attempts. Williams gets the post up inside on Worth. The fall-away hook shot is short, and Cade Harris already has 5 rebounds here in this first half. Harris will go in, throw up the up and under, miss the shot with some contact. Worth got it, then he can't finish inside. Harper down with it, threw it into the hand of Harris, and he scores. 34-32. Harper had no choice either to step out of bounds or throw it back into the field of play, and he threw it right to Cade, who will lay it home. And TMP takes a 2-point lead at 34-32. Left side, Korf on a kick-out 3. It's short off the front of the iron. Unrein with the rebound. Up the floor to Harris. Cade, great bounce pass to Lango as a block up against the backboard by Harper. Worth with the rebound. He'll go in and can't finish inside. Monarchs doing a good job of attacking, just can't quite finish, as Angel will come out of there with the defensive rebound for Hugoton. And now Harris is going to draw the foul inside. From the Monarchs leading 34-32, you feel like you've got all sort of opportunities as Harris picks up his second. And Wyatt Angel to the free throw line to shoot 2. That was a great fast break, but good block from behind, forced the miss by Lang, and now the free throw is off the mark for the Hugoton senior, Wyatt Angel. Whitling returns to the lineup for TMP as he replaces Cade Harris with those 2. Here's the second free throw that's good for Angel, and it's a 1-point TMP lead, 34-33. After that, Angel three-pointer, and now a little pressure here from Hugoton, and it doesn't work. TMP on a great look from Lang to Whitling, scores inside. 7 first half points for Jace Whitling, 36-33. What a great find from Lucas Lang. Other end, ball knocked away and stolen by Seib. Turnover number 6 in the game for Hugoton. Up the floor, pass left side for Unrein, who wraps it around to Worth, who scores inside. Dylan Worth into double figures as TMP leads by 5 again. It's 38-33. Unrein with an unselfish pass to find the 6'6 sophomore Worth inside. He's into double figures with 10. Final minute of this first quarter. TMP faithful to our left and down to our right. And student section on their feet here in Hugoton. The state quarterfinals, TMP matches their largest lead at 38-33. And now Hugoton, who knocked down a three at the end of the first quarter, was Carson Bennett, who has it now. He buried that three at the end of the first quarter. We'll give it to Dayharsh and out of Riddlesberger, out near the Hugoton logo. For the final 19 seconds of this first half, it's been a good one. Each team's led by as many as 5. That's what TMP leads by now at 38-33. 10 seconds to go in the second quarter. Pass for Korf, almost left side in front of the scores table. Defense by Lang. Step back Korf with a long 2, left it short. Rebound Karams into the corner. Worth will let it go out of bounds, and that's how the first half comes to an end. TMP finishes this first half as they were up 32-28. They saw Hugoton come back to take a 1-point lead at 33. Well, actually, TMP led 34-33 after the game was tied at 32. That was that Harris steal and layup as Harper threw it right into him, but TMP gets the final 2 field goals of this first half, and they go on what ends up being a 6-1 run in the first half to lead 38-33 as we head to the halftime break. Monarch Sports Network and the Redeemed Designs Road to a Championship on 99.5 KHAZ and at acepost.com.
Nextech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Nextech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building, when it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes Kalon, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948, 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor, The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount Siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements. Adams, Brown, Barrett, and Ball. Your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Hertz Rent-A-Car. Bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal and RM Custom Metals. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure, Roof Masters is who you're looking for.
Leads 38-33 over the Hugoton Eagles as we welcome you back into this 3A state quarterfinal matchup. Monarchs were able to finish that quarter strong, and in fact, after trailing by 5 to start out the quarter at 25-20, Monarchs would put together a little 18 to what ended up being 8 run. We'll talk about it all here in just a moment. Of course, it is halftime. Our halftime show brought to you by Eagle Radio's digital marketing, and your ticket to an athletic event is a privilege to watch students learn on the playing court unruly behavior is unacceptable rather than the classroom, and the sports arena is a classroom. Good sportsmanship is a lesson to be learned by players and spectators. Remember, sportsmanship provides the human touch Kansas State High School Activity Association, Eagle Radio, and HaysPost.com encourage you to make sportsmanship a primary concern as you support your chosen team. Each team would lead by as many as 5 in the first half. Monarchs would open the game on a Schulte 3 led 3-0. Jackson would have knocked down 3 threes in the first half. I bring that up to tell you that now 15 times this year in 24 games, Schulte has made at least 3 threes for TMP. That's pretty remarkable stat for Schulte as he does that in the first half. He knocked down 2 to start the game as TMP led 6-4. We were tied at 6, tied at 8, tied at 10, tied at 13. Then TMP's Jace Wentling would give the Monarchs a 15-13 lead. Jace had a good first half with 7 points. And Hugoton would retake the lead thanks to a free throw and a field goal. The lead 16-15. Monarchs then would rattle off 5 in a row as Whitling would convert on a 3-point play. Gavin Unrein with his first field goal made it 20-16. But Hugoton would finish the first half, or the first quarter, I should say, on a 9-0 run that included that 3 at the end of the quarter by Carson Bennett that put them up 21-20 after 1. They would get a pair of field goals to start the second quarter and lead 25-20. But TMP would answer right back with a 10-0 run of their own, thanks in large part to a couple of free throws from Bryce Seib, Jackson Schulte, Dylan Worth, and Lucas Lang all had field goals during that little stretch. TMP would lead at that point 30-25. Hugoton retook the lead on a 7-2 run. They would actually have it tied at 32 actually, because TMP had the 32-28 lead, and then Hugoton would tie the game at 32 with that little 4-0 run. And then with the game tied at 32, of course, Sawyer Harper falling out of bounds had no choice but to go out of bounds with the basketball or save it into the field of play, and he did into the hands of Cade Harris, and Cade had the layup to give TMP the lead at 34-32, and they would lead here at the break by 5 at 38-33. So a good first half for TMP and a strong finish to that second quarter. So Monarchs lead here 38-33. It is our halftime show on the Redeem Designs Road to a Championship. Your team could look like champions when you use Redeem Designs on Vine and Hayes and online at redeemdesigns.com. Let's take a break. We'll come back and take a look at some of the individual scoring from the first half. Again, TMP leads by 5, 38-33 in the 3A state quarterfinals. Redeem Designs Road to a Championship in the Monarch Sports Network, powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K. Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
Time at the TMP-Marian Monarchs lead the Hugoton Eagles in the state quarterfinals by the score of 38-33. Quick look at some individual scoring in the first half. Monarchs get 2 into double figures in that first half. Jackson Schulte with a team-high 11. He knocked down 3 threes in that first quarter. Dylan Worth had 8 points in the second quarter, finished with 10 in the first half. Monarchs get 2 from Gavin Unrein and Bryce Seib. Jace Whitling was 7 in the first half. Cade Harris with 2 and 4 for Lucas Lang. Meanwhile, for Hugoton, they're led by Sawyer Harper, who led all scores with 12 in the first half. They get 1 from Gavin Williams, Jace Korf with 6, Hayden Dayharsh with 2, Carson Bennett with 3, 5 from Riley Riddlesparger, and then Wyatt Angel finished with 4. TMP in the first half on top, 38-33. And our Redeem Designs Road to a Championship. This is the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor, The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wertenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements.
At halftime, the TMP-Marian Monarchs on top of Hugoton 38-33. Winner on to the state semifinals later this week in Hutchinson. At halftime, Hayes High on top of Topeka West. We get that score for you, 30-29. Hayes High has the lead at halftime. Other scores on our Hayes Post scoreboard update. Trigo on top of Sterling. That's in girls action. And that sees Trigo lead Sterling 25-19 at halftime. Just some more scores as we roll along throughout this second half. TMP with the basketball and the lead as they get the first possession of the second half. As they shoot down to our left side, finds a cutting Worth. Dylan will go in and score it. He had Sawyer Harper trailing, and it didn't matter. He scored 12 in the game for Worth. It's 40-33 as Worth has scored 4 straight going back to the first half for TMP. This is the largest lead for either team with 7 in the first half. Harper has it left side, leading scorer with 12 in the first half. Now Worth with 12. Korf will go up and under and spin it home. Jace Korf now with 8 in the game. It's 40-35 as Korf was able to answer for the Hugoton Eagles. Monarchs quickly push it up the floor, and now we'll set up the offense with 7:15 to play in the third quarter. Lang has it right wing, kicks it for Wentling. Now it's left side for Schulte. Schulte, who dealt with a couple of fouls in that second quarter, will give it for Lang. Lucas finds Whitling, and now it's side as Bryce will go get it between the rings. Play it right side for Lucas Lang. Schulte off a screen. Won't shoot it. Korf, good closeout. Schulte instead will drive in. Korf blocked it. Schulte got it back. Missed the follow with some contact, and the rebound cleared out of there by Korf. Korf will push it up the floor to Dayharsh. Dayharsh kicks it for Korf for 3. Missed it badly off the glass. And Dylan Worth has his 8th rebound here in the contest. Up the floor, TMP runs the offensive fast break to perfection as Whitling will get fouled inside. Lang on the long outlet pass found a cutting Jace Whitling on the left low block, and they get that foul on Sawyer Harper. It's hard to believe his physical and his back and forth as Harper went with Whitling for a little bit for TMP, or well, it was Unrein, I should say, that he just picked up his first personal foul. Swinging around right side, TMP gets it to Whitling. Whitling guarded by Harper, drives, kicks it out for Lang. It was at his feet, but he'll gather and now kick it for Bryce Side, left side. Bryce finds Whitling off a screen. One hard dribble, finds Schulte, got a little screen. Instead kicks it for Side. They dump it for Worth. Worth finds Whitling, who cuts in and scores it. Jace Whitling now with 9 in the contest. 2 away from his season and career high, and it's 42-35. The TMP student section back to a little rowdiness on that right side. Here's a Sawyer Harper drive, missed the shot. Worth down with his 9th rebound of the contest. Schulte up the floor. Worth posting up. They'll get it to him. He goes left side, up and under, left it short. And the rebound is going to be cleared out of there by Dayharsh. Worth just left it a little bit short on that up and under. Now Dayharsh lost it out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by TMP. Must have been Whitling who knocked it out of bounds, out of his hands. As Harper will check out of the contest. Mecklenburg has it. It's Riddlesberger who has it. Riley Riddlesberger. He's just the one who checked in for Hugoton to replace Sawyer Harper. Dayharsh straight on, kicks it right side for Riddlesberger. They're trying to post up Middlesberger. Instead, they'll kick it for Middlesberg. Now it's kick out for Riddlesberger. Korf had it knocked away by Lang, and it's off of TMP's Lucas Lang. So it's Mecklenburg who's into the contest. He was trying to post up, and then also Riley Riddlesberger. 5:20 to go, third quarter. TMP leads 42-35, largest lead of the contest. DeHarsh trying to post up Whitling, and he draws the foul. Jace called for that foul on the body. Was able to back him down and then force Whitling with the contact to bring his arms down, and DeHarsh will shoot a couple of free throws. First trip to the line for DeHarsh in the contest, and he switches home the first one, 42-36. DeHarsh with 3 in the contest. The first meeting, DeHarsh finished with 13. Second one is going to rattle off. Jace Whitling down with a rebound, then he gets tied up, saves it though as he fell to the deck to Schulte. Good rebound by Jace. Up the floor, Lang's pass in and out of the hands of DeHarsh, and it will stay with TMP. Mike tried to force it to Worth coming down that right side, but all Hugoton could do was knock it out of bounds, and it stays with the Monarchs. Monarchs get it into Schulte off a screen, left-handed, or rather the right side, little scoop shot, left it short, and Riddlesberger will track down the rebound. Schulte had a pretty good look at a scoop shot, just left it too short. DeHarsh has it blocked out of bounds on the other side by Jace Whitling. They took it at a scoop shot for Jason, and he just swatted it out of bounds. 4:56 to play here in this third quarter. Whitling with his first block of the contest. Stay with Hugoton. There's a pass for DeHarsh. He'll go in and score it. He got a good screen that time from Harper, and DeHarsh scores it inside. He's made 3 in a row. DeHarsh has 5. Right side kick out, Worth for Schulte. Rainbow 3 is good. Timeout TMP. Schulte makes it a 9-point Monarch, or actually makes it a 7-point Monarch lead. So he was able to switch that one home on that right side. It's 45-38 following the 4th 3 of the game for Schulte, who has 14 in the contest. That quarter on that right side as Coach Mayer will get the timeout. That was perfect for Schulte. Monarchs leading by 7 again at 45-38. Led by 7 earlier to start this third quarter at 40-33, and in fact have led by 7 3 times now in the quarter. 4:41 to play, third quarter. Out of that TMP timeout. Angel up the floor to Korth. Harper with it. Harper will drive in and score it. Harper out of the timeout goes right at the bucket with 14, 45-40 on the attack by Harper. Harper took it right to the rim that time. Monarchs will post up, Worth inside. Worth goes up with DeHarsh bodying him up, and it doesn't matter. Worth scores again, 14 for him, 47-40 as Worth was able to get just enough space to score it. Here's a kick out left side 3 that'll skip off for Riddlesberger, and the rebound down to Jackson Schulte as he'll look to push up this near sideline. Worth again posting up. Harper was going to try and step in and steal it. Instead, the Monarchs will rotate it. Schulte out to the free throw line, pulls up the jumper and bangs it home. 49-40 as Jackson Schulte got it to go for TMP. Schulte now with 16 in the ball game as the Monarch lead grows to 9, largest of the contest for either team at 49-40. Harper, left side, drives as he lowers his shoulder into Whitling, let it get short, and Worth skies for the rebound. He just took it off the top of Harper for his 10th rebound of the contest. It's a double-double for Dylan Worth. So Monarchs race up the floor. Lang finds Schulte. Schulte, a little behind the back, kicks it right side for Whitling. Whitling now for Seib, and back to Schulte left wing. 3:20 to go third. TMP finds a cutting Worth. They'll spin into DeHarsh now, back him down and miss it, but they got his own rebound, and then goes up and scores it. 51-40. TMP has the lead after Dylan Worth was able to get that offensive rebound and stick back. Worth now is 16 to go along with his 11 rebounds. It's his third double-double of the season. Harper posts up Whitling and scores over the top of Jace with some contact. And Harper's headed to the line trying to convert a 3-point play. Harper was 16. The second foul on Whitling. 51-42. TMP has the lead with just under 3 minutes to play third quarter. Cade Harris, Gavin Unrein return to the Monarch lineup with just under 3 minutes to go in the third. As Harper to the free throw line, and this one will rattle off. Rebound tipped out by Hugoton into the hands of Lang as Lucas tracked it down. Schulte for three, halfway down and out, and then Wentling a little too over aggressive is going to be called for the push. Battling for the rebound here on this left side. That'll be the third now on Wentling. That one was halfway down for Schulte, and it spun out, and Jace got tangled up that time with Wyatt Angel, who now has 5 rebounds in the contest. That shot for Schulte goes down. I want to put TMP on top by double digits. Right now they lead by 9, 51-43. Harper, left side. Monarchs will switch off on him. Goes up over the top of Lang and banks it home. 18 for Sawyer Harper. 51-44. Harper's got 2 in a row. Now on the other end, here's a block shot at the rim as Harper might have hit or hurt his hand as he comes up a little bit slow behind the play. He blocked the shot of Saib with some contact. Up the floor, Riddlesberger won't shoot the three. Instead drives, cut off. Now he's in trouble. He's going to kick it out for Harper. Harper got banged up in the first meeting between these two teams. Now he works on Saib and he goes in and it has it rattle in and out, and then he's going to be called for a pushover, and then he stepped over the top of Saib as the two get tangled up. And the officials on this near sideline going to talk things over as it gets a little bit heated. Saib reached in and tried to take it away from Sawyer Harper. Then Harper just went over the top of Saib. And then, as Coach Korf argues that there should have been a foul, and Harper, who had something to say to the official, I don't know if he said something to his team or is the official, as he screamed something, and then coming out of the game a little bit upset, and now Coach Korf will go talk to him. That foul, by the way, it's the second on Harper. There was contact. There's been contact every time that Harper goes at somebody defensively. The Monarchs are playing really physical with him. Outside, it's Harris who will draw the little hand check foul, and Cade, who just checked into the ballgame a moment ago, instantly gets a trip to the free throw line. It's a hand check foul, and Coach Korf asked Harper wasn't, as the first free throw for Cade Harris too short. Cade's 52% free throw shooter, struggled a little bit. Doesn't get a lot of opportunities. This will only be his 23rd free throw attempt in 25 games. Second free throw is halfway down and it spun out. Dayharsh down with his rebound. It's his second. 7-point TMP lead, 51-44. 1:45 and counting here in this third quarter. Bennett, who's back out there for Hugoton. Now it's Angel. Angel drives and with some contact got the shot up and will head to the free throw line to shoot a couple. The teams have, as Bryce Saib will pick up his first, both teams have taken advantage of an opportunity here to draw some fouls and get into the lane, and if that's the case, you got to make your free throws. So Angel will go to the free throw line. He's 0 for 2. Coach Korf didn't share stats with us, so we don't know his percentage on the year as he knocks down this free throw. He's actually 1 of 2 back in that first half. Monarchs will bring Worth back into the contest. (51-45). TMP with that 6-point lead. Angel's got second free throw to go. This one too strong. And Bryce Saib will come down with a rebound on a good checkout. Up the floor. Saib will get it from Schulte as they swing it around to Unrein left side. Gavin back out there for TMP. Right side for Schulte. They post up Worth, who just came in after the dead ball. Had it poked away. Ball then stolen by Korf. He tried to throw it off of Unrein, and it was deflected right in the hands of Dayharsh. Dayharsh was the one who knocked it away from Worth, forcing the TMP turnover, their 6th. Angel had the angle here as he was able to get around, and now he's going to draw the foul, and free throws coming. That'll be on Schulte. It's his 3rd. 1:12 to play here in this third quarter. As the free throw for Angel is short. Angel's 2 of 5 at the line with 1:12 to play in the third quarter. Angels Second free throw, too strong, and Schulte down with a rebound. Jackson just took it off the top of the defender. 1:08 to play third quarter. TMP leads by 6 at 51-45. Monarchs led by 11 at 51-40. Earlier here in this third quarter, right side, Schulte off an Unrein screen, little hesitation. Now as he nearly fell down, him and Unrein kind of get tangled up, but Gavin's able to keep it alive. Unrein was trying to post up and now left side. Lang finds Unrein. Gavin will drive, hand it for Schulte. Schulte at the free throw line, stops. Here's Lang. Straight on for three. Yes, sir! Lucas Lang buries his first three of the game. 7 for the senior Lang, and it's 54-45 as Lucas buries that one for TMP. Lang coming off of 15 in that win over Minneapolis on Saturday. Now with 20 seconds to play in the third quarter. Hugoton looks to hold for the final shot again. It's a TMP faithful again to their feet. With the final 12 seconds to go here in this third quarter. As Angel dribbles it out with 8. Angel working on Schulte. Goes left side, leaves it for Bennett, who will score it with 3. Now to Schulte with it. Here's Lang from just across half court. It's too strong and off the top of the iron. Bennett has 5 points all at the end of the quarter. He knocked down that 3 at the end of the first, knocks down this 2 here at the end of the third. TMP leads by 7, 54-47. So we head to the fourth quarter for the quarterfinals of the 3A state tournament in Hugoton on the Redeemed Designs Road to a Championship of the Monarch Sports Network, powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K. Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
Hugoton with the basketball, down at 54-47 to start this fourth quarter. Here's a 3 from Korf that's too short. Gavin Unrein down with a TMP rebound. Unrein against traffic up the floor, right side for Lang, who just knocked down a 3 as TMP will work the ball to the left side for Unrein. Little hesitation. Lang again for 3, this time for the right side, and he buried it. Lucas Lang with his second 3 of the first half. He's in a double, or rather into the second half. He's in a double figures now with 10. The Monarchs lead is 10. Here's Sawyer Harper drawing a foul, and it looked like Harper may have got away with a travel inside, but he draws the foul on Bryce Syme. That'll be the second on Syme. No, he was able to keep that pivot foot securely planted on the floor and draws the foul on Bryce Syme. That's the second on Syme, as a free throw is good for Sawyer Harper. Harper with 19. She leads all scores in the contest, 57-48. Wentling, who had a nice break there towards the end of that third quarter, start the fourth quarter, checks in for Unrein. And Dayharsh down with a rebound. He just moved Worth out of the way, then can't finish. Rebound fought for, it's on the deck, picked up by Schulte. Syme hit the deck. Dayharsh battled for it inside, but Schulte able to come down with it. TMP was able to get that at rebound. Lang again, this to the left side, swish! 3 straight threes for Lucas Lang. He has 13, or give him now 13 in the contest as he knocks down that 3. It's 60-48 as he knocks down his third 3. And Korf with an offensive foul on the other end. Who else? It's Lang who will draw that offensive foul. Korf went to the right baseline, and Lang, who has done such a good job all year long as an on-ball defender, forces the 8th Hugoton turnover, and the foul for Korf is his first. TMP leads by 12. This is their largest lead of the game. Lang, who just knocked down that third 3, his second, or rather his third here of the ball game, and second in a row. And that defensive play gives it off to Worth, and they say he traveled with it. Trying to work that post up on that right side. Monarchs will give it back on just the 7th turnover. So Worth on that travel. Gives it back. 6.5 to go. Winner on to the state semifinals later this week on Friday in Hutchinson. Sawyer Harper drives on side, got the corner, goes up as a block by Worth, and then it's poked out of bounds. Last punch touched by Worth. Good defense at the rim for Worth, who blocks his second shot of the contest. Harper will key it into the right side. 6:21 to play here in this fourth quarter. They post up Harper on Syme on the right low block after he threw it in. Backs down Syme. He'll go up with the hook shot and rattle it home. Sawyer Harper with 21 in the game is 60 to 50. TMP leads by 10. Syme drives, finds Whitling. Nice in, scores it left side. Jace Whitling matches his career high with 11. And now here's a blocking foul. Lang nearly stepped in and was able on the other end against that fast break to draw the offensive foul on court for a second time. That was pretty good defense on an on ball. He nearly drew that offensive foul. 62 to 50 on the bucket by Jace Whitling a moment ago. That foul is the first on Lucas. Bryce Syme's going to check out, and Cade Harris comes back in with 5:59 to play here in this fourth quarter. Korf knocks down the first free throw. TMP's already over the limit. Korf has 9 in the game, 62-51. Second Korf free throw is no good. DeHarsh and Worth get tangled up, and then they both go to the deck. Alternate possession will belong to TMP. Official said something to DeHarsh after they held ball on the inbounds. Harper nearly knocked it away from Harris. Able to save it to Schulte against the pressure. Now up the floor to Cade on that right side. He'll rifle it to the corner for Whitling. Not a Lang with it. Split the defense, goes in and finds Worth wide open underneath. What a great pass from Lucas Lang. He's done a great job running the point for TMP today. 64 to 51. Worth with the bucket, and now answering is Harper, as Harper was able to get that bucket to go on the other end. And again, just a 10-point lead as Harper knocked down the right side three. Harris was a little bit late getting closed out, and it's 64-54. Sawyer Harper now with 24 to lead all scorers as he knocks down that three. The timeout comes with 5:35 to play here in this one. TMP leading by 10 at 64-54. Monarch Athletics brought to you in part by Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker, Field Abstract and Title Company, High Plains Roofing, State Glass Company, Thomas More Prep Marion. We're across the top of the 7 o'clock hour. Let's go ahead and bring you a station break here on the Monarch Sports Network and the Redeem Designs Road to a Championship.
The Monarchs Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy on 99.5 KHAZ and HaysPost.com.
Beacon West leads Hayes High 45-42, under 5 minutes to go into that one. Elsewhere, scoreboard update thanks to Sports in Kansas. Galena leads Wellsville by 4 through into the third quarter, 35-29. Wichita Trinity leads the top, what would be probably the top seed, Heston, 29-23. We'll get you the Rock Creek Royal Valley score in a moment. TMP against the pressure, up the floor with Syme, who will dribble through traffic. Right side for Lang. Here's Schulte wide open. Schulte will dump it for Worth, and it's stolen away. Harper able to come away with the turnover. It's the 8th, and now here, right back the other way. Lang intercepts that pass from Harper. Lang, Euro step up the floor left side as it blocked by Harper. He'll come down with a rebound. Rifle it up the floor to Riley Riddlesberger. Harper has 6 rebounds to go along with his game high in points as he misses a 3 here. He's got 24 points in the game. Schulte down with a rebound. TMP up the floor. Whitling's pass knocked up into the air and stolen. The 9th TMP turnover. Just a deflection and nearly is here on the other end. We're going to get an offensive foul. Angel lowered his shoulder just enough to be called for the offensive foul. It'll be his second. Good defense by Jackson Schulte. As an on-ball defender, you can absolutely draw a charge. Don't call it a lot as much as you would think in high school. And now the Monarchs break the press. They've got a 3-on-2. Syme's open. He'll put up the floater and knock it down. Bryce just kind of, I don't know if he lulled him to sleep on purpose or not, but he was wide open. He's got 4. Left side, Angel for three. It'll skip off and go out of bounds, and it will be TMP basketball. TMP, after that bucket by Seib, leads 66-54. And another timeout taken. It's a timeout by TMP. It's a full timeout. We'll keep it right here. I wanted to tell you about that Royal Valley Rock Creek score there into the third quarter. Rock Creek leads 40-30. So we'll keep an eye on that group of scores. Sports in Kansas helping us all out. One area score I want to get you updated on out of the Mid-Continent League. Ness City leads Stockton after 3 by 8 at 38-30. More scores we'll keep an eye on throughout this state quarterfinals. Our game brought to you apart by Jeff Darrell and Linda Seibel at Edward Jones, Paul Wernberger Construction, Master Cleaners, Roof Masters Roofing at Sheet Meadow. Also brought to you by Insurance Planning, Alls County Abstracted Title, Jeter Law Firm, and Adams Brown. This was a back and forth affair until TMP was able to close that first half after the game was tied at 32. Kate Harris got that steal in a layup, and that made it 34-32. TMP would lead at the break 38-33 and have had about a 7-point lead, 5 to 7 point lead the entire way since then. It's out of the timeout. The Monarchs will key it in. Lang gets it in, and now they'll clear out against that pressure. Lang across the timeline, right side for Wintling. Jace rifles it, top of the key, Schulte. 4:25 and counting, fourth quarter. TMP leads by 12 at 66-54. Now they'll run the weave. Wintling hesitates, hands it for Lang as they operate well beyond the three-point arc. And now to Seib, and reaching in and fouling hard is Carson Bennett on Seib. They do that because they still have 2 to give. So Bennett, the sophomore, will pick up his first. Now they have 1 more to give with 4:12 to go and down 12. Schulte keys it into Lang. With 4:10 to go here in this fourth quarter. Lucas drives, stops, kicks it back for Seib. Seib hands it for Schulte, off a screen, and again the weave with Wintling. Wintling for Lang on that right side. Riddle-Sparger will reach in and foul him. And now free throws the rest of the way for both teams as they're both over the limit. Riddle-Sparger will pick up his third. And Lang to the free throw line for the first time in the ballgame. He has 13. He's knocked down 3 threes. I'll tell you that because he's done that 11 times now this year. And the first free throw is good. 14 in the contest for Lucas, who's a 77% free throw shooter. 67-54. Bennett will check out for Hugoton. Second free throw for Lucas, too strong. Worth kept it alive, and he's got the offensive rebound. Worth with 12 boards in the contest. TMP again trying to work the clock. Lang got away from the defender, now finds Schulte out on the Hugoton Eagle at midcourt. Schulte draws a double team, kicks it for Lang, finds Wintling, and then Wintling threw it into the hands of Angel. I don't think he just saw somebody cutting to the bucket. Right side, a Riddle-Sparger for 3, it'll skip off. Worth nearly had the rebound knocked away, but he got it back from Korf. Outlet up the floor, right side, and Lang will get banged into. And Lucas is headed back to the free throw line to shoot a 1-on-1. It's the 8th team foul. Monarchs nearly, after that turnover, get a break on the missed shot on the other end. It's Worth. We'll shoot the front end of a 1-on-1. It's the 8th team foul. And the first one is good. 15 in the game for Lucas. It's the third on at Wyatt Engel. 68-54. 3:31 to go, fourth quarter. Lang's second free throw, good as well. Nothing but net. 16 in the game for Lucas. The lead grows to 69-54. Lang's made 3 free throws in a row. Harper for 3. It's off the heel. No good. Lang down with a rebound. Lucas will race up this near sideline. Riddle-Sparger hacks him right in front of Coach Mayer and company. And Lang's back to the free throw line with 3:20 to go in this one. Coach Korf with his group down now 15, deciding to extend the game with over 4 minutes. That's when they started committing the fouls. Lang will head back to the line to shoot the 1-on-1 again. It's still just the 9th team foul. And the first one is good. 17 for Lang. He had 15 in the win over Minneapolis. TMP leads 70-54. Lang's second free throw, good as well. 18 for Lucas Lang, 71-54. TMP with the lead, under 3:20 to play in this fourth quarter. Right side, Angel got the defender off his feet. Korf inside, can't score it. Dayharsh down with a rebound as a block by Worth, but a foul coming. Dylan thought he got a lot of the basketball, so he got him on the wrist. Free throws for Dayharsh inside. Worth picks up his second as Dayharsh is 0 for 2 at the free throw line. We'll shoot 2 here on the foul on Worth, and he misses the first one. Unrein and Cade Harris replacing Whitling and Worth for TMP. 3:11 to go here in this fourth quarter. TMP leading 71-54. Dayharsh has got one more free throw after that foul, and it's good. Dayharsh goes 1 of 2, 71-56. TMP has the lead. Dayharsh was 6 in the game. Lang will get away from the pressure, find Harris with it. Cade then finds Seib. So Monarchs get it to Lang with 3 minutes to go. It's Schulte at midcourt. Schulte gets away from Korf, kicks it out for Unrein. And now we get a foul. Dayharsh will take the foul. And 2 free throws now for Gavin Unrein. Unrein will go to the line for the first time tonight. Foul's the second on Dayharsh. And the Unrein free throw is good. 3 in the contest for Gavin Unrein, 72-56. With just under 3 minutes to play in this one. Unrein's second free throw is short, and Harper down with a rebound. Sawyer Harper has 7 rebounds to go along with his 24 points. Other end shot no good. Rebounds out of bounds. That'll carry him. Last touch, they say, by TMP. Lang thought that was off of Hugoton and out of bounds. As Harper missed the shot, I think Bryce Seib may have got a piece of it. Seib kind of looked around. I don't know that he actually did, but it sure looked like it from our vantage point. Harper to key it in after the dead ball rebound. It's Angel who will drive in and put it home. Angel was 7. And again, TMP against the pressure. Lang in the backcourt needs some help. I'll lob it over the top for Schulte. Schulte will get bumped into by Sawyer not once but twice, and there will be the foul at midcourt. 72-57. Schulte will head to the free throw line with 2:32 to go in this one. Schulte, first trip to the line for him for TMP. And the first free throw, nothing but net for Schulte. 17 for Jackson. Foul was the third on Harper. 73-57, one more for Schulte. And it is good. 74-57 on a pair of Jackson Schulte free throws. He's got 18. TMP has the lead. Korf with it right side. 2.5 to go in this one. Under 2.5 now. Right side, Korf off a screen for 3, and he knocked it down. TMP will get it in. It's a 14-point Monarch lead, and then Harper fouled at Bryce Seib, trying to reach in and come away with the foul. Korf knocks down his first 3 of the game. He's in the double figures with 12. TMP leads by 14. They'll send Seib to the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw for Bryce, left it a little bit short. Seib made 1 of 2 back in that second quarter. Second Seib free throw is good. Nothing but net that time. Bryce has 5 in the contest. 75-60. TMP with the lead. Harper attacks on the dribble, lost it, got it back, and the hook shot scores over Worth. Sawyer Harper with 26 in the contest. TMP with Lang, he'll race to the other end. Try and work the clock with 2 minutes to go now in this fourth quarter. TMP leading 75-62. Schulte under 2 minutes to go, they throw it away. Just too tall for Bryce Seib. Monarchs with the 12th turnover. Hugoton's got it to 13 with 1:52 to play here in this fourth quarter. Korf, who has a three, kicks it right side. Angel won't shoot it, instead flies into the lane, missed the shot, and as Schulte down with a rebound. Schulte is going to be fouled by Dayharsh. Dayharsh nearly tied him up. He pleaded his case, and he almost did, but when Jackson rotated and turned out of the way of Dayharsh, he committed the foul. Schulte back to the other side. He's got 5 rebounds to go along with his 18 points. TMP has 3 with 18 in the game right now. Lang, Worth, and Schulte. Schulte's free throw is good. 19 for Jackson Schulte, 76-62. We have 1:41 to play in this one. Second Schulte free throw is good. 20 in the game for Schulte, back-to-back 20-point contest for him. 77-62. Korf, left side, he'll find Harper. Left side baseline three, halfway down and out. Jace Wentling down with a rebound. Dayharsh again nearly tied him up. And they do call a tie-up. Wentling got the ball above his head, and Dayharsh reached in and tied him up. Stay with Hugoton. With under a minute and a half to go in this fourth quarter. Trying to get Korf open in the corner for three. Now it's Angel. Angel will drive, cut off, right side. Harper for three, scores it, and gets fouled and has a chance at a 4-point play. 77-65. That foul is on side. Now Wentling and Worth will check out. Harper now with 29 in the game. And he can't convert the 4-point play. Dayharsh with the offensive rebound. Bennett for three. This one will skip off, and we're going to get a foul called on Hugoton, and Jackson Schulte will be fouled and head to the free throw line. Hugoton decided to extend this game. I do call it on Dayharsh, who has 4 now in the contest. Hugoton started extending this game right around a little over the 4-minute mark. And they've got it to 12. But Schulte back the other way to the free throw line to shoot 2 for TMP. First one good for Schulte. He has 21. It's a team high for TMP, 78-65. Bennett comes out. Riddlesberger back into the contest for Hugoton. TMP with Worth and Wentling back in there for those defensive purposes and the length. Schulte makes them both. 22 for Jackson Schulte. 79-65. TMP with the lead. Riddlesberger left wing three. That misses badly. Schulte down with a rebound. It was off the glass and right in the hands of Schulte, who's got 7 rebounds now in the game. Schulte trying to play keep away with Saib. He'll get it to Lang. Lang one dribble, now picks it up. He'll get it right back to Schulte with under 1 minute to go in this one. TMP with Lang as the crowd again comes to their feet here down to our left. TMP leads 79-65. Schulte tried to dribble it out, and again Harper tried to lay out and dive to knock it away, and Schulte will draw the foul, and he's headed back to the free throw line to shoot 2 more. So Monarch faithful with 45.5 seconds to go. Begin their celebration here, knowing that leading 79-65. Trying to put the nail in the coffin here on the road in Hugoton, the state quarterfinals. Schulte will knock down the free throw. Schulte with 23. 80-65 as the Monarch faithful, the student section with the Final Four chant. They lead by 15. Second Schulte free throw good as well. Schulte with 24 to lead the way for TMP. 81-65, Monarchs have the lead. Dayharsh, he'll take the three for Hugoton. It'll go out of bounds. Ball belongs to TMP. 36 seconds to go in this one. Monarchs lead is 81-65. Try to head back to the state semifinals for the first time since 2019. It's the second time in 3 years. Out for after that inbounds. Lang will race into the front court for TMP with 32 seconds to play. Monarchs get a great effort from the two seniors as they're both into double figures. And now Deharsh will reach in and commit the foul, and Lucas Lang will head back to the free throw line. And Dylan Worth inside. He's got a double-double with 18 points and 13 rebounds as Deharsh will foul out of the contest. Deharsh will check out. They'll bring Blueface into the contest. And now TMP will also bring a group into the contest for the first time. Andrew Schwartz, Hayden Brown will check in. Ian Chu, Trent Romy. Free throw for Lang, good. Lucas with 19 in the contest. 82-65. As the Hugoton coach Korf will get his senior Angel out of the ball game. Jace Korf, fellow senior, will check out. Lang will shoot the second free throw. It rimmed out. Rebound is tipped into the hands of Emmett Gaskell, the freshman who just checked in a moment ago, as he'll have it. 15 seconds to go in this one. TMP leads 82-65, and we'll get a foul on the other end as Gaskell drives in and draws the foul on Trenton Romy. So Trenton will pick up the foul with 10.4 seconds to go. And to the free throw line goes Gaskell. And the free throw is good. TMP will get to bring in, for the first time, Kenton Ginther. Ashton Tharp was the one who just checked in a moment ago for Hugoton as they brought a couple of new faces in. The free throws are good. As TMP, with Gaskell making those two free throws, will dribble it out for the final 3 seconds as TMP is headed to the 3A state semifinals. As they come to Hugoton, pick up the 82-67 victory over the Hugoton Eagles. Monarchs will improve to 21-4 and are headed back to the state semifinals. It's the 8th time they've done that since 1985. It's the 15th time in program history as the Monarchs win by the final of 82-67, and are headed to the 3A state semifinals, as we'll figure out who they play later this week on Friday. But again, TMP goes on the road and knocks off the Hugoton Eagles by the final of 82-67. Lots to tell you about and recap this one along the way, as we'll take a break and begin our Adams Brown post-game show after this. TMP wins 82-67. It's the Redeemed Designs Road to a Championship of the Monarch Sports Network, powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Nextech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Nextech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes Kalon, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor. The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount Siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements. Adams, Brown, Barron, and Ball. Your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Hertz Rent-A-Car. Bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal and RM Custom Metals. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure, Roof Masters is who you're looking for.
Marian Monarchs are headed to the 3A state semifinals as they knock off the Hugoton Eagles by the final of 82-67. It's the Adams Brown post-game show. Monarchs get 4 into double figures, led by Jackson Schulte, who finished with 24, 18 for Dylan Wirt. That was a double-double. He had 18 and 13 rebounds. By my count, elsewhere, Lucas Lang with 19, and matching his career high was Jace Whitling, who finished with 11. Again, TMP wins 82-67. Of course, our coverage and broadcast brought to you in part by the Kansas State High School Activity Association. Ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives. All of these important values are learned by participation in interscholastic activity programs during competition. They are translated into one word. It's sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is one of the strongest educational lessons and lifetime values taught by interscholastic activities. A public service message from the Kansas State High School Activity Association on Eagle Radio and HayesPost.com. Quick recap on our Adams Brown postgame show. This game would feature ties in that first half of 6-6, 8-10, 13. So 4 ties in that opening period. Monarchs would lead by 4 at 20-16 before the Hugoton Eagles would score. It would go on a 9-0 run to end that first quarter, begin the second quarter, and lead by 5 at 25-20. The TMP would answer that little 9-0 run with a 10-0 run of their own to lead 30-25. They led 32-28, and Hugoton would come back and tie the game at 32. And maybe, what could be the play of the game was that play in which Cade Harris caught a pass from, it was Sawyer Harper. He was falling out of bounds and threw it into the hands of Cade Harris, and Harris went up and was able to lay it up following the steal. So he maybe with our play of the game. But real quickly, Monarchs would lead at halftime 38-33. They would build a 54-47 lead through 3 and then use those free throws to pull away for the 82-67 victory. So TMP wins 82-67. We're going to take a timeout when we come back. It'll be a quick turnaround. We'll be joined by Coach Bill Mayer. Again, TMP wins 82-67. We're back here in 1 minute on the Monarch Sports Network and the Redeemed Designs Road to a Championship.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K. Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marion, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
So we're coming back after this one, Rachel. Of Jace Wentling's 11-point night tonight. He matches his career high. That was a big drive and a three-point play in the first quarter. We'll call that our drive of the game as the Monarchs pull away for an 82-67 victory. Joined now the post-game show by Coach Bill Mayer. Coach, congratulations on the victory. This was an early back-and-forth battle, but your guys were able to pull away. Kind of seemed like same script as last time out. That third quarter was a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought our guys definitely came out fired up. They were committed to continue with that energy that they had in the first half, and this was kind of tough because they're actually a third quarter team as well. Hugoton normally is that, and I just thought they came out and just dominated and did a great job of just great team basketball in that third and fourth quarter.
Balanced attack for your guys. It worked early for Dylan, and it kind of worked in spurts for him. He was able to get free, but Jackson on a tough night for him was able to come out and play really well.
Yeah, and Jackson's playing tonight. He lost his grandma, so keep the family in your prayers, and so he had a tough night with that stuff going on in his head. He came out. I thought he was just excellent in the first quarter, hitting those two big shots right away. Start with finding guys that were open, continuing to attack the rim, hitting free throws down the stretch, him and Lang. I thought our two senior captains, Lang hits 3 threes in a row there in the third quarter to just get us over that hump that we needed to, and I thought it was just an excellent showing by those guys.
You mentioned something, the passing. That stood out for your group in this tonight. Lucas really did a great job running the point. At times he was able to find some guys, and then also Dylan, and he's done a great job of being a better passer in the bigs, in the post player with his bigs. That allowed Jace to find some space. It seemed like your guys shared the ball better maybe than you have all year long.
Yeah, I would say one of the things that makes this team great is that they care about each other and they play like that on the floor. And so they're looking to get guys open. Anybody up the floor, they're going to throw it to. And for a while in the beginning of the fourth quarter, we wanted to slow the ball down, but they were just finding open guys all over the place and getting great attacks. And so, us as the coaches were just like, let's get out of these guys' way and let them continue to play. And so, we trust those guys to make those kind of plays and those kind of decisions. And I thought they did an excellent job down the stretch.
We talked about it off the air. Difficult now because you don't know who you turn around and play. Won't know probably till later today.
Yeah, and somewhere along the way, we're supposed to get a text tonight to let us know who, because they reseed. Now we think we're the 4 seed no matter what, so we play in the 3 o'clock game, just a matter of who we are be against. But doesn't matter. We got a 3.5 hour ride back. Us coaches will start trying to figure out who we're playing and start scouting. The players, they got a lot of pizza on the bus, and they're going to eat and enjoy this all the way back. And it's a special moment for that group of guys. And as hard as they worked and as much as they've done this season, we certainly want to enjoy that tonight.
Very good. Congratulations. We're going to chat later this week.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Once again, Coach Mayer's group comes away with the 82-67 victory. On our post-game show, we'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back, and we will get you some more of our numbers here on the Monarch Sports Networks, powered by Herman Physical Therapy.